All right.
What is up, everybody? As promised, me and JB are now here. They're getting ready. It looks like to do the national anthem and the coin toss, all that good stuff. Me and JB, we're going to be live streaming and reacting and watching the Broncos at Bills with you guys. JB?
Yeah, like you said, they're doing the national anthem right now. And then the coin toss and all that good stuff. So we're just waiting on that and everything, and we'll get straight into it.
With that, JB, while we kind of wait for them to do all that, I'm gonna we'll go ahead while I get us on Facebook here. I'm gonna ask you, go ahead and get out of the way. How you feeling about that Steelers playoff game last night?
It's too early. Let's just say
Too early.
it's still way too early right now for me. There's a lot of angry Steelers fans right now. And I don't
Yes.
blame them at all. Since 2016, we haven't won one playoff game. And that was after everyone left. And I think, to me, it's the coaching staff. It's Mike Tomlin and Art Rooney and Amar Khan's decision making for different types of coaches. The defensive coordinator. God, I cannot talk today. Our defensive coordinator, Tyrell Austin, he sucks. And I thought that our offensive coordinator, Arthur Smith, was going to be a fantastic offense coordinator, and because he did so well as the Tennessee Titans offensive coordinator when they had Ryan Tannehill as the quarterback and Derrick Henry as the running back. And it's just the fact that it wasn't good enough.
No.
And the fact that Russell Wilson just did not play well at the last few games. No, I want to say last six games that he played. Yeah, it's.
Now, are you wanting them to move on from Mike Tomlin? See a lot of Steelers fans saying that again.
It's a trend now. It's going to be a trend for a while. I don't think it's not Mike Tomlin. It's not. I'll say it right now. It's not Mike Tomlin's fault. It's the coaching that he chooses. And yes, he is the head coach. He should have final say in everything. And he does. He does have final say in everything because that's his team. But it's the coaches that he chooses. That's the only thing that he's not good at. He's a great coach. One of the greatest coaches to ever be on the football field. And for the fact that he had a winning season with Mitch Trubisky, Duck Hodges, Kenny Pickett, just so many horrible quarterbacks. Mason Rudolph, another one. And you still name another head coach that will have those type of quarterbacks as the starters and have a winning season with them. Name one head coach you have a winning season of.
You can't.
No. You cannot.
No. And that's the problem. I'll get in that after the kickoff here. I'll get in a little bit of the Steelers. Looks like Denver's going to be receiving the opening kickoff, my friend, and Buffalo's going to be kicking off. Buffalo
And
crowd's
of
hype
course
as
it's a new.
always. The kick is up from Tyler Bass. And touchback. So, I like what Colin Cowherd said. I'm going to give him credit because this was his opinion. He said that the problem with Pittsburgh is the same thing that makes them great. And it's their ceiling has become their floor. When I say that, they're a stable
Mm-hmm.
organization. They're always going to have stability. They're always going to have good coaching. And they're always going to have decent seasons. So you're always going to have around 9, 10, 11 wins in a season. The problem is, I just said, their ceiling has become their floor. That's as good as they've been recently, too. 10 wins. Last season, 3 quarterbacks, 10 wins. This season, more stable quarterback. And it was 10 wins. Hasn't had a playoff win in going on a decade now. That's just not good enough for Pittsburgh Steelers football. That might be good enough if you're the Jaguars or the Cardinals or someone like that, but not Pittsburgh. That's just not the standard.
No, and I do agree. It's just, and I knew it ever since Ben Roethlisberger retired.
Yep.
It's going to be it's going to be a struggle,
Ooh.
and it has been ever since. It has been a struggle. Our defense has been a struggle ever since ever since Ryan Shazier had his spine injury, which was a career-ending injury. And ever since then, our defense and his knowledge and everything, it never happened. Sorry, we're watching this right now. Ooh,
Right.
Cortland
Third,
Sutton.
third and 8. The Broncos. Looks like there's confusion. You got the snap off. Oh, completed. Okay, to the 50. Dang, Cortland Sutton. Watch Denver win.
But
That'd be hilarious.
but no, it's where was I going with this? But yeah, this has been a huge struggle ever since those two key players left.
Yes. And the problem is who you going to replace Mike Tomlin with? Name someone better than Mike Tomlin, or as good on the market. You can't.
Nope.
All right, Bo Nix, 2nd and 4. He's gonna go deep. He's got him. That is a Broncos touchdown. Wow. All right, JV. Wow. Well, Buffalo's Josh Allen's on a choke with Denver instead of Kansas City this year, I guess.
Hmm.
That was too easy.
That was 5 passes in 2 minutes.
Right, that was easy. And he was wide open.
Mm-hmm.
Extra points lining up. Kick is up, and it is good, JB. Scoreboard. 7-0 Broncos. Like I said, watch Denver win this.
Well, let's see how good um let's see how good the Buffalo's offense. But going back to the Pittsburgh, like I said, ever since those two key players left, it's been a huge struggle. And then the Antonio Brown incident and the Le'Veon Bell incident. Um,
Chase
it's
Claypool,
Chase. Yeah, I really don't count him.
Deontay Johnson caused some problems last year.
It's always there's always a receiver. There's always a receiver for Pittsburgh Steelers that's always a drama queen.
Oh, receivers are typically drama queens anyway. Ooh, what up, buddy? What's it? Come on
But
over.
no, it's the fact that it's just it's going to be a struggle.
Also, everyone, excuse me, I do have a small cough. I do have a small cold. Good old Indiana weather, mid east. Ooh.
Dad, I
But
forgot my bologna and cheese sandwich.
you want to sing?
Yeah, I forgot to make it.
No.
I want a bologna and cheese ketchup sandwich.
You want a bologna and cheese ketchup sandwich? I'm gonna let JB entertain people. I do that here. Sit there and be cute.
Yellow, don't make sure to put cheese.
I know.
I don't. You know what cheese I don't like?
Cheese. What cheese
Certain
do you like,
cheeses I don't.
buddy?
I like the normal cheese. I don't like the white and yellow cheese.
The white and Colby Jack.
Yeah, I don't like that cheese. I like normal cheese. Just all yellow. I don't like this one, but without the dots on it. So there's no white on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a cheese head. I don't have hair and bald now. You can barely see with this thing on.
Oh, because it's too big for you, buddy.
So, no. I don't know how to put this thing on. Is this how it goes? Or is this how it goes? It looks like a piece of pizza, but all cheese.
Mm-hmm. It's like a cheese pizza.
Does this look like a piece of cheese?
It is a piece of cheese.
No, why does it look like
Because I'm a cheesehead.
cheese thing with it? I did something crazy with it.
That looks like it was intercepted, JB.
Yeah, a little
I
bit.
did something.
Just a little bit.
I don't need cheese sandwich.
Pressure's on Buffalo here. There's no pressure on Denver at all. Denver could lose this game 56-7, and no one's going to say a word.
Mm-hmm.
All the pressure's on Buffalo here, because if they lose this game, you gotta, at this point, you gotta question Josh Allen. If they don't win this game, I question Josh Allen anyway. James Cook out the outside gets a first down and a little more. First down, Bills. I would still take Joe Burrow over Josh Allen.
Even though the Broncos have 7 points right now, I think the Broncos are going to still win, even though they have 0 points right now.
I hope so.
But yeah,
It would be embarrassing. A lot of people do not like the Broncos. I do not. Definitely Dad does not.
First and 10. Allen gives it to Cook. Solid run there. I got about 5 yards. We got 2nd and 10 from the 30. How you feeling? Hey, and speaking of that, JB, both of our Super Bowl picks are still in the playoffs in the divisional round. I had Houston, Detroit. Obviously, Houston have moved on. And you had Kansas City, and you had
Kansas City and Detroit.
Detroit, right. So, yeah, both of our teams made it in a – we had predicted in
Well,
the preseason.
both of my teams had bye weeks, so.
That's not a bad – that's a good thing. That makes it even more convincing. It's Screen pass Shakir.
My dad played for the
First down.
My dad played for the Bears when he was in football.
I did.
And you also broke your finger.
I did break my finger. You are correct.
Want to tell them what happened to your finger and see what you can do?
We don't want to scare the audience away, buddy.
You do it to me all the time.
Well, you're my son.
Yeah.
Is that good? Yeah. All right, 1st and 10 again. Buffalo, back to throw, Allen. That's Kincaid for a 5-6 yard gain. Do you think or Baltimore has a chance to beat Kansas City?
I mean, the way that they played yesterday, got 21 unanswered, or 21 points in the first half. Maybe.
I don't.
But no, it's
I don't trust Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson against Kansas City. They both seem to crap their pants.
well, this is the worst Kansas City team, and yet they're 15-2.
We said that last year. This is the worst team. They lost to the Raiders on Christmas, and they go on to win the freaking Super Bowl.
Well, I mean, okay.
Same thing. 3rd and 2.
For their defense, they didn't bring not a lot of first down. But
It's 4th down. 4th down.
I was really good at defense when I played flag football.
You did. Kansas City. Got to think about them. Buffalo, 1st down. QB sneak. I'm interested to see that too with Denver's
Excuse
good
me.
red zone defense. Another run. 2 yards, probably. 3, maybe. Making it 2nd and 7. Got to get a touchdown here. Bo Nix is making the elite quarterback look pedestrian already.
What's that mean? Pedestrian.
Pedestrian, someone who's never really accomplished anything. Have to throw Allen. Missed him.
You thought the ball was going to go low. He went downward.
3rd and 7. Incomplete.
Incomplete pass. Oh. I tried to throw it, but then he almost caught it, but fell, and then the ball went out of bounds.
Let's see this. Too far behind him. Wow, Josh Allen's here. 3rd and 7. Allen back to throw, and we have another horrible throw. Incomplete.
The Broncos are way too off.
Playoff Josh Allen's here, my friend.
Why do the Broncos keep throwing off throws?
Bills.
Yes. Why
They-
do the Bills keep throwing off throws?
The Bills, in my opinion, choke in the playoffs every time. They always have, going back to Jim Kelly losing, was it 3 or 4 Super Bowls in a row, something like that?
Yeah, 3. I think 3 or 4. Yeah, we'll say 3 or 4.
Right. The Bills have always been choke artists in the big games, and it's no different with Josh Allen.
Nope.
I mean, you can see it here now. They look like they're crapping their pants already. It's against Denver.
No football player in tackle football has ever won every single game.
Yes, one team has.
What?
The Dolphins back in the 70s.
I played for the Dolphins.
They won a Super Bowl, won every game one year. No team's done it since.
I played for the Dolphins. Flag football. Ready for
right.
football. Tackle football again. Ready. In first grade.
With that, we're on a commercial, JB. And, of course, people might wonder what this is. I am dressed accordingly for today's 4:30 Green Bay game. I have my beautiful cheese head and my amazing lucky scarf here for the Packers. So, we're going to send them Eagles packing today.
Something real quick. Be right back.
Now, of course, JB picked against both of our teams with his pick'em, and I picked for both of our teams. I was wrong on Pittsburgh. Hopefully, I can redeem myself by picking my pack.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I knew it was going to happen, especially with the Steelers.
And you were not very happy when you seen that you guys had to play Baltimore.
You know, I mean, we could have beat them.
I mean, you do all the time in the regular season.
Yeah, I mean it's. I mean, we tied them this year, 1-1, which I predicted, but we literally destroyed them the first game. I literally destroyed them, and the fact that we just crapped the bed, literally. I don't know if it was Russell Wilson's fault, because Justin Fields was 4-2 when he started, and when Russell Wilson started, he was 6-6. So I don't know if it was Russell Wilson's fault or I don't know.
Like I told you, back when they put Wilson in there, I would have stuck with Fields. He had a hot hand. He was playing decent football. They had him off to a good start, and in my opinion, you just stick with the hot hand.
Mm-hmm.
Go Pack, go.
That's right. He knows.
I'm wearing
But no,
my Rodgers.
I wanted to see what Russell Wilson could do, and at first it was.
I get it.
At first it was good. I mean, that one game that he had, the first few quarters, it was a rough start for him. I mean, he hasn't played since I don't know how long with his injury. And it's and then with everything else, it's history. So I still think we should have ever since when Russell Wilson was not doing too good, we should have just dropped back with Russell Wilson. No, not Russell Wilson, but Justin Fields. And just
I think you guys should have played Justin Fields the whole second half yesterday. I mean, you were down 21-0. What's it going to hurt?
Mm-hmm.
And off for Denver, going to get about 2 yards, making it 3rd down and 6, JB. We have an injured Bill.
Ooh.
Oh, God. What happened? We'll get tackled. Ooh. Oh, he got hit in the head. He grabbed him, but he got hit in the head with his own helmet. Then somebody fell on him.
Yeah, helmet to helmet.
2 helmets hit.
So we are now on a Papa John's commercial, JB.
Papa John's
Nobody
sounds kind of good right now,
pizzas-
though.
Papa John's
Actually,
always sounds good. Their pizza just
pizza
always
always-
good quality.
Pizza sounds good right now, though.
I'm craving pizza right now.
You're craving pizza?
Yeah. Today I'm wearing my Packers hat
Oh my.
and Rodgers shirt, player 12.
Oh
my
man.
ESPN
Wow.
and my ESPN football.
So Purdue basketball
Yeah,
and
it's
Nebraska Purdue basketball and Nebraska basketball are playing right now. And that's of course a Big Ten game, and
Mhm.
Purdue is winning 75-48.
It's ranked the 20th best in basketball. 20th best.
That is correct.
My dad told me that. My dad knows a lot about sports, except for baseball.
And there's a reason we just don't talk a lot of baseball on the podcast, isn't that right, JB?
Mhm.
JB, Uncle Jordan knows golf. We do golf content. I can play golf. No, no, I do not. The people knew that before you did, buddy. They could tell by our golfing video.
Mom knows more about sports than I do, and you know more about football. You're more about football, basketball, and yeah, those are your two bigger sports.
That is right.
And you, but okay, yes.
Been a lot of commercials, JB.
Yep.
Fun.
This looks like this injury timeout is going to last a little bit because it did not look good.
No. Another Damar Hamlin instance. Hopefully not.
Jordan.
What, Oliver?
Today, my dad lost his phone, and I found it under a pillow. And my dad said if I could find his phone, he would give me $1, and I'm getting a $1 today because I found it.
Ooh, good job.
Finally.
I found it under this pillow.
Good job.
Under that pillow.
Yes. Easy.
Hey, he's on his own feet. Smiling, laughing. Ron Johnson does appear to be okay. Seventh-year
far.
veteran from Webster State. Next commercial, baby.
Okay.
All right, 3rd and 6. Denver's in shotgun position, man in motion.
Oh, God.
Nix is back to throw in the shotgun. He's going to move out of the pocket. He's going to try to run for it, and back to the line of scrimmage, it appears. 0. So that'll make it 4th down, and likely here comes the Broncos punting team.
For the next quarter.
Hmm?
If we're a 4th or 2nd quarter, there's 6 more minutes and there's 5 more minutes and 43 seconds until
Punt is off. Solid punt to the 10. It's going to be returned.
Oh, no. How many yards was that punt?
About 4. Return from Shakir. So here comes the Bills offense. 100. And more commercials. And of course, it's Patrick Mahomes. We can't do anything without Patrick Mahomes.
You're not a big fan of soccer. Can I show them?
Okay.
So far, it's Bo Nix is doing good, especially on that first possession.
Oh yeah, that looked like Patrick Mahomes out there in the Super Bowl. Okay, and here comes the Bills offense. Looking to get rid of some of them jitters they had on the last drive. All right, Allen is in shotgun with 2 backs beside him.
And viewers, don't forget to like and subscribe and
Allen back to throw.
And follow my dad on Facebook and get merch.
Completed for about a 6-yard gain, making it 2nd and 4. 2nd and 3, excuse me.
It's the most important thing.
It is, you're right.
That's what you told me. Yeah, something to like and subscribe and follow you on Facebook and get merch.
Get merch. Got a little bit of merch. We gave some away with the fantasy football competition.
Mm-hmm.
2nd and 3.
Swifty Nation.
Be a
Got
pitch
the
for a first
free
down.
merch.
That is right.
I'm just asking, do you and Uncle Jordan give shout outs?
Sometimes.
Okay. Every single unbiased partake once a month.
That was really good blocking by the right tackle and the tight end,
Mm-hmm.
Dalton Knox.
I'll see if that was the Pittsburgh Steelers, they would have blown it dead way before the first down mark.
Like
Just wait.
that.
Yep.
Another first down. Keep going. Keep going. Wow. They dragged them another 10 yards.
Yep. He would call it dead right there.
Or if it was against Kansas City.
Mm-hmm. That's where it happened.
The playphone? I think it's in the kitchen.
But yep.
Wow. That was just lazy tackling by Denver. Arm tackling. No one came in with their shoulder pads. Look at that. Arm, kind of shoving a little bit. Number 6 looks like he's dancing with somebody. All right, they tried doing it again. Denver's defense was ready. And we have our first laundry of the day. Hey, it's Old McDonald. Bill Vinovich. He'll get the Chiefs game next week, so they win.
Hmm.
Second and 7, JB. They picked up the flag, so no flags yet. Allen is back in shotgun. Oh, here comes the flag. I'll start, they're saying. James Cook calls for a false start there.
That was a tough one.
Yep. He tried to catch himself and he still stepped. The ref seen it. He tried to catch himself. Dang, we've all been there. All
Yep,
right, second
I've
and
done it a
12.
few times.
Oh, God, yeah. I was bad about illegal block on the back. I'd hit him from the side. All right, Allen back to throw. All day to throw. Looks like he's going to try to run. Yeah, lower that shoulder a little bit. Gets the penalty yards and some back. Josh Allen reminds me of a playoff choking version of Ben Roethlisberger. Because if you look at Ben Roethlisberger, Josh Allen, they're the same player. The only difference is Josh Allen's more dominant in the regular season than Big Ben was. But Big Ben played much better than Josh Allen does in the playoffs. That's my take on it. I mean, Ben Roethlisberger played great in the regular season, but Josh Allen's numbers are always better. But when it comes playoff time, just not as good. I'm going to be a quarterback keeper for a first down there.
I would say the only thing about the Ben Roethlisberger and Josh Allen, the way you described it, the only thing that Ben Roethlisberger does a lot better is breaking sacks.
Yes.
Because Ben was a pocket passer.
Yes.
And he stayed in the pocket and he broke sacks. Multiple at multiple times. And it was, but I don't see no other quarterback can stay in the pocket and break a sack. You don't see it anymore.
Not that I've seen Roethlisberger. Not like Roethlisberger did. Anymore, it's a lot of scrambling quarterbacks.
Mhm.
I say Josh Allen's kind of like Big Ben because they're both just big guys. They both look like freaking linebackers coming at you sometimes. Then you
Big Ben
realize, oh
was
shit,
bigger.
that's the quarter. Ooh, ooh. Leaded there to Coleman. Let's see. Let's see what here. You look up what the Steelers listed Roethlisberger's weight as. I got Josh Allen. I'm interested. All right, let me know when you guys weight.
241.
237 for Allen. So your rise about 4 or 5 pounds bigger. All right, 3rd and 5. Allen is going to get the first down.
But the other thing that he has, Josh Allen has better than what Ben Roethlisberger has. He was faster.
Yes. Ben was just big.
End of the first quarter. Still 7-3.
That is the end of. If
Dang,
I told you, JB, that the end of the first. If I told you end of the first quarter, Denver be winning, you'd have laughed at me.
I mean, I wouldn't. I mean,
It's the playoffs. All these teams are good teams.
yeah, not the Steelers.
Well, they even had a good season. They were double-digit wins. It just, I don't know. I don't know if maybe that losing streak is getting into the players' heads. Because it seemed like I watched from start to finish of the Steelers game, and Cam Hayward was dang near crawling off the field at one point. You had the defense standing there in the second quarter, gassed. Even J.J. Watt standing there just breathing in, like they were just tired. They did not look very comfortable.
Here, I can tell you. I can tell you why.
That Will Levis commercial is wild. Hey, Peyton Manning. Ooh, look at that. That tells you how he feels. We're watching the Broncos game, and Peyton Manning was drinking a Colts canned Bud Light. Not a Bronco. Ouch.
Oh, well, I guess that they don't show time of possession. Uh,
That's right. Today, 4:30, Green Bay, Philadelphia. It's going to be a great afternoon. I hope. I hope. You can literally see the new stadium they're building.
so for the time of possession for the Ravens was almost 40 minutes. If they had it for 30 seconds longer, they would have had time of possession for 40 minutes.
Right, there's only 60 minutes in the game, so they dang near doubled Pittsburgh's time of possession.
20 minutes and 27 seconds.
Right, so 40 minutes, 20 minutes. That's about doubled. That's bad. First down run comes with a 5-yard gain.
And the Steelers had
Right, I mean, I understand.
and the Steelers had 7 penalties. Ravens had 3.
Allen hands it off again. James Cook for a 2-yard gain, making it 3rd down.
And this is where it literally frustrates me. 3rd down conversions. Ravens, 10 out of 15. Steelers, 5-4-11.
Well, that's what separates teams in the playoffs. All these teams are good. They're here for a reason. So situational football becomes more important.
First downs.
Allen.
Ravens, 29. Steelers, 11.
Timeout. Wow. 11 first downs.
Mhm.
Wow.
And our rushing yards for the Steelers, 29. And for the Ravens, 299.
Really, the game wasn't close. I mean, there was a point in the 3rd quarter where it kind of started getting interesting looking again. But at no point was Baltimore ever in danger of losing the lead. And for 2 arch rivals, something's got to change in Pittsburgh. I don't know necessarily what it is, because you don't want to change too much. You already have a core of success down. You can make the playoffs, but why can't you advance? That's a question they're going to have to figure out. They're down. Allen's going to do a keeper. He's going to get to the 5. Taking a nice hit there, though.
But I'm going to say this, though. Cam Sutton should leave. I don't know why we signed him to begin with. But
Yeah,
he
you
should
texted
be
me that late last night.
he should be off the team.
You did text me that late last night when the game was going on. Allen's going to hand it off to Cook again. And I tell you, Buffalo Bills tutty.
But you go out. You're guarding Isaiah Likely, a tight end. And he beat you. He outran you for a big gain. A tight end that I could possibly beat in a 40-yard dash.
Especially in your prime. You could run.
Now I still could.
And Tyler Bass's kick is good. Scoreboard. Tutty Bills, 10-7.
You literally are a lot faster than a tight end. But he beats you on a route.
What commercial? What the fuck are we watching?
An
Man
apple?
spinning around looks like Apple commercial, but why is he twirling like a 300-pound bell? This is the most AI thing I've ever seen. Yeah, he'd snapped his neck. Yeah, okay. Okay. This would have been a good Super Bowl commercial. Oh. Nice. Yeah, don't forget to put your clamps on. Yep. Effortless power. That would have been a good Super Bowl commercial, JB.
You rule.
Okay.
But Cam Sutton should just be off the team. And that was one of the, I feel like when when we were facing the Kansas City Chiefs, the whole defense was talking about one particular person. I do believe it was about Cam Sutton because he blew the coverage on the Travis Kelsey touchdown. He blew the coverage.
On
I don't
Christmas?
on Christmas Day.
Right. Okay.
He blew a coverage. I'm pretty sure he was on a cloud. And he was watching Mahomes. There was two people in the same area watching Mahomes. And yet you had seen Travis Kelsey just way behind him. And Patrick Queen had to get off his route or his coverage to try to go to Travis Kelsey. And then you see you see Sutton just turn around, just
Good luck with Patrick Queen on Travis Kelsey.
you know, it's
It wasn't Steelers brand football. What I watched, not what I watched yesterday. They couldn't move the ball to start the game. Their defense looked abysmal from start to finish.
talk
Their
about
players
Tyrell
looked
Austin.
tired.
Tyrell Austin, he needs to go. He needs to go.
That wasn't the Steelers I watched all season long.
Because especially when
And a you see, I agree with you. I don't think the Steelers need to fire Tomlin either. Here's why. Yeah, they have a problem winning in the playoffs right now. But that's not a Mike Tomlin problem. He's won a Super Bowl. He's won playoff games after they won the Super Bowl. His problem is that he hasn't won shit since Ben Roethlisberger retired. He needs a quarterback. Hicks hands off. A nice run there. Want to make it second and 3, 7-yard game there. What? Kenny Pickett was your draft pick. Didn't work out. Then you went from Kenny Pickett to Justin Fields and Russell Wilson. All right, 2nd and 3 here. Nix is under center and in motion. Going to give the jet sweep. And that's near the first down. Not sure if he quite got it. They're going to give it to him.
and see Terrell Austin, he was the defensive coordinator for the Lions from 2014 to 2017 and the Cincinnati Bengals in 2018.
You.
Oh, and he was the defensive coordinator or secondary coach for the Ravens in 2011 to 2013.
Not a good hire.
Yep.
Speaking of that, JB, bad. Speaking of bad things, that ball was tipped and almost intercepted by Buffalo.
Yeah, I did see that, and looks like Johnson is back on the field and looks like he's healthier than ever.
Sutton just dropped that ball. I thought it might have been tipped a little bit. No, that just went right through his fingers. Maybe it wasn't tipped. Huh. All right. Man in motion. They're going to hand it off for about 2 yards. Making it 3rd and 8. This is a big possession for the Broncos here. You don't want to give the ball back to Buffalo with a 3-point lead. And Buffalo fans are getting into it.
Oh,
All right, 3, 2, 1. Go snap it. Ball snap. Nick's back to throw on 3rd and 8. And the pass is incomplete. Making it 4th down.
almost. Almost.
And he's wearing a Guardian cap now.
No, that Johnson wasn't wearing. That was somebody else.
That's right, that's right, that's right. I don't mind the Guardian caps. You barely notice it. Oh, fake! 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 Oh, they got it! Holy crap! I was ready to tell you, Jimmy, you can't give the ball back to Buffalo when they're already up by 3 now. That's gonna be a 1st down. Wasn't even expecting it. That's bad coaching by the Bills special teams coordinator.
I mean, what do you expect from Sean Payton?
Not
This
him.
this is where Sean Payton
Oh yeah,
shines.
yeah. Oh yeah.
It's the
That
playoffs.
surprise.
I mean, he really is not that much of a. Oh, there's Hank Basket, muffed the kick. You remember him?
There it is. You were just bringing this up, JB. They're showing that surprise onside
But yeah,
kick.
I mean, he's like, this is where Sean Payton shines. This is where he strategically just does everything.
And if the Bills did their homework, they would have known that was a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, they did not. That's going to be a screen pass there that loses yardage. This is about 2 or 3 there. Making another 3rd down.
Oh man, cool. A little cold chill.
I'm eating a little bit of ice cream myself to prevent myself from coughing throughout this. I actually feel pretty decent other than a headache and a cough. Anyways, 3rd down. Buffalo's bringing heat. And he had to get rid of that quickly. And that might be... DeMar Hamlin almost got a hands on that one. That is 4 down. Knicks took a shot there. That was Von Miller.
Oh, come on. At least try to kick a field goal.
Oh. You didn't do all... They might fake punt it again.
Oh, okay.
Punt is off. It's not a fake today. Nice punt. Down to the 1. We're going to make Josh Allen go the 100 yards. Do the whole thing.
Mims knew exactly where that kick was going. And where the trajectory and the bounce and everything, that was looked nice.
That was very good. Proof that there are 3 phases to the game.
Mm-hmm.
Char duck. Who wants some char duck? He spanked it. That man just spanked the duck.
Who wants my famous charred duck?
Still weird that Oregon's in the Big Ten now.
Honestly, I'm not.
It's weird. I don't mind it. It just doesn't. It's gonna take a while to get used to, I think.
Hmm. Oh, I see why. So I just was scrolling through Twitter or X, whatever everyone wants to call it now. But the Arizona Cardinals is allowing the Los Angeles Rams to host their playoff game there.
The rival. I thought that was odd too.
Well, I do see the reason why because of the fire that's happening in Los Angeles right now, and
That and
it's changing the air quality in that area. So, talking about Los Angeles, here's a commercial. So, I do see the reason why that they opened the doors for him.
and JB. That's twice you've started talking about something right before the TV did.
I know,
Impressive.
I know. It's like I work for the work for CBS.
I wish.
It's like I know what's what's bound to happen.
Ooh, Taco Bell sounds good.
Yeah, Taco Bell sounds pretty good.
Taco Bell always sounds good. Again, please excuse my cough. It's inevitable. All right, here comes Buffalo, JB, the offense. 8:28 to go, as you guys can see above us. 10-7, and now they got to go the whole field. Now be careful here, don't get that
Ooh.
safety. All right, under center. Oh. I mean, if it's a false start, what are they going to do? Move it back 2 inches? Who cares? Bingo, Romo just said it. I mean, that's the smart thing to do as a lineman. So they're going to call it a false start. After distance to the goal. So in other words, we're going to move it back 2 inches. Who gives a shit? Try to throw them all sides. So yeah, still literally 1st and 10 because you can't move the ball back any farther. I was just a little late. The lineman was just a little late. That's okay. You got the big boys in there.
But yet it didn't matter.
It'll be a run, and Cook's going to break free and get that yardage they needed to breathe a little bit.
I did not see them post it, but I do think it's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, approximately. We'll go ahead and say that.
I'll pay the flags done. Oh, 2nd and 1.
100 rushing yards for Buffalo in their first 2 drives combined. That's insane. In 2 drives, not 2 quarters, 2 drives.
Mm-hmm.
And Cook, near the 1st down. I don't know if I want to give it to him.
Yeah,
I agree. Just get up and run the quarterback sneak. Don't
and they
challenge that. It's an inch. Right, and they got it. Old quote from Vince Lombardi. Ready? The greatest coach of all time, in my opinion. Ready? If we can't get 1 inch, we don't deserve to win.
Mm-mm.
From the GOAT. Now, I would say this, JB. If the Chiefs win this year, because my top 3 GOATs of coaches are Lombardi, Belichick, Andy Reid in that order. But if the Chiefs get 3 in a row, I want to say it's Lombardi, Andy Reid, Belichick.
And I probably will still agree on your first one. I still believe Andy Reid will be the top 3.
I think he's a top 3, yeah, for sure. Then I would say Don Shula's number 4. Then 5, George Hallis from the Bears.
What? Not Mike Ditka?
No. George Hallis was better. Ditka was great. Greatness is great no matter what, JB. But I wouldn't take Ditka over Ryan. Yeah,
What about Chuck Noll?
that's a good one too. He's probably top 10. I'd say he's probably the greatest Steelers coach of all time. Yes, Mike Tomlin and Bill Cowher are fantabulous, but yeah, I'm tossing Noll in my top 10, 100%. Probably, I would say number 8.
Because I mean, he won Super Bowl 9, 10, 13, and 14.
Oh yeah.
And that whole era.
Mhm.
So,
Who's your goat? Who's your goat? Goat. I can't even talk today, and I haven't even been drinking. Allen's third down, and he might not get this. He's going to barely get it. Nice play there by Allen. Your goat. You get any coach in NFL history to coach your football team. Money's not an option. Just pure greatness. Who you picking?
prime.
I'm picking Lombardi.
Their prime.
Yeah, in their prime.
I would like Vince Lombardi, but I'll probably go with Bill Belichick.
That's fair. That's reasonable. I don't have a problem with that. Here's why I say Lombardi, though. He won Super Bowl.
Well,
he won
okay,
championships during the era.
Here's which era are we going, like this generation era? If we're talking about like with this particular how the play style is right now, I'm going Belichick 100%.
I think any all-time great coach will be able to adjust. It depends what era you live in. We'll just never know because Lombardi wasn't around the 90s. For me, I say Lombardi because him and Belichick have the same amount of championships, 7. And here's what makes me mad, JB. Lombardi won the first 2 Super Bowls, which obviously the freaking trophy is named after him. So he won the first 2 Super Bowls, got the trophy named after him. But on top of the fact that he's actually a 7-time NFL champion. Lombardi won championships before the Super Bowl era and during the Super Bowl era. So that's why I say he's great in both generations. Because looking here, he 2-time Super Bowl champion and 5-time NFL champion. They won the championship in 61, 62, 65, 66, 67. So they three-peated.
Mm-hmm.
The last team to three-peat.
But they're not going to count.
Insane.
They're not going to count those because if they didn't combined or whatever they wanted to finally change, whatever.
Although the name of the game. That's all they did. They changed NFL chip game to bowl. That's literally all they did. I don't understand the difference. I sound like a broken record. 2nd and 8. That's false start, obviously. Yeah. Or pre-stat penalties on Buffalo.
Well, I mean, the Chiefs
just watch the ball.
The Chiefs right tackle, he does it every play, and they don't call it.
That's okay though. That's the Chiefs. That's allowed. They're playing zone here. Yep. 100%. Sacked. And Allen sacked Allen. There we go. So that makes it 3rd and very long, JB.
3rd and 21.
And just think, if the Broncos somehow miraculously win the Super Bowl this year, Zach Wilson will get a Super Bowl championship. He's their backup, JB.
Mm-hmm.
And a timeout with 2:22 to go. This is the best time of year, my friend. You got college basketball starting to heat up. NBA's going strong. NFL's
Mm-hmm.
in deep playoff time now. Both our teams made it. Sorry you didn't make it past the first couple days, but
It's a trend now for years now, and
here's what I will tell Steeler fans, though, that want Mike Tomlin fired. I know you're not part of this majority. Be careful what you wish for. I say that because imagine the life of a Jets fan, or a Browns fan, or a Jaguars fan. You bring the wrong coach in there instead of Mike Tomlin, and you bring in some moron. I'm just saying, you're going to be like the Jets. Be careful what you wish for.
yep.
3rd and 21, that's going to be a nice little short pass to Shakir. He's not going to get it. About the 39. Yeah, going to
But
take
yeah,
down the 2-minute warning.
there's not going to be another head coach that'll be better than Mike Tomlin right now.
No.
The only coach right now would be somewhat. I'll be like, okay, I could see Andy Reid, one of them, definitely.
He ain't going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere. He's not. Kansas City is not going to get rid of him.
No.
Let's see who else. Actually, let me look at all the head coaches in the NFL.
Maybe you guys need an offensive coach.
We need a defensive coach.
I was going to say, you could call Green Bay up and ask for Matt LaFleur.
No. We had a chance.
You're right.
For one of them. For one defensive coach that we had. But I forgot his name. Let me see if I could try to find him.
I always dreamed of.
Oh. Todd Bowles. We had a chance to get him as our defensive coordinator.
Well, he's lighting it up in Tampa Bay now.
I know, but way before he got that spot in Tampa Bay, we were trying to get him as our defensive coordinator. But yet, but nope, we got Tyrell Austin.
I will say this. Jeff Hafley's had some moments of greatness and bad. It's been a little bit of both, but I will say this. Jeff Hafley is miles better than freaking Joe Barry. I still hate Joe Barry. And look, did you know that Joe Barry was the linebackers coach for the Dolphins this year? And guess who missed the playoffs?
The Dolphins.
The Dolphins. Because Joe Barry was there. He's the worst Packers defensive coordinator ever. Definitely one of them.
But here are some of the teams or some of the coaches. I would be like, okay, if Tomlin goes, I want these guys. So, John Harbaugh. I'll be okay with Sean McDermott. Sean Payton. Dan Campbell.
Oh. Ooh. That is how football was supposed to be played. No penalty, nice hits, not dirty. That was how football right there is supposed to be played.
But
there's a flag now, probably for the post. necessary. That referee's not doesn't have his hat on no more. So it's probably going to be a post play. Chippiness, I like it. That was a wide receiver to hit and tackle him like that, JB.
Mm-hmm. Love to see it.
But yeah, I don't want to call a after play penalty on Denver there. I understand it though. You want to your teammate gets hit like that. You're gonna go back him up.
But I'll be okay with Matt LaFleur. I'll be okay with it. He has some questionable
LaFleur.
calls. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He has definitely has way too many questionable calls.
like against the Saints when we were still winning handily, we still won the game. But against the Saints, it's 3rd and 1 from the 1-yard line, and you call a shotgun run play.
I'll be okay with D'Amico Ryans.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere though.
And look,
I already said Andy Reid.
Now, you said Sean McDermott, right?
Who?
Sean McDermott for Buffalo.
Yep.
This game, if Buffalo loses this game, Sean McDermott could very well get fired.
He's
I would even say
a really good coach.
that's the problem. He's just good. He's not great. I personally think this. If it's a Super Bowl, get to the Super Bowl or bust for Buffalo. You either got to get to the Super Bowl or you got to get a new coach.
Because it's not much, but he has 5 AFC East championships and 7 playoff berths. That's not bad.
Very good coaching.
That's very good
You
coaching.
just got to get past the hump.
But you got to pass the hump. I mean, Zach Taylor,
Gotta get past-
he'll be. I say he'll
I don't
be
like
decent because has 1 AFC championship, 2 AFC North championships, and 2 playoff berths. But
Zach Taylor's missed the playoffs with Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow 2 years in a row.
yeah. But let's see who else.
And in both seasons, they were 9-8. Like, if Joe Burrow was in Buffalo, Patrick Mahomes would not have 3 Super Bowls.
So let's see. I want Jim Harbaugh. Sean McVay. I would be okay with Mike McDaniel. I could see him and Mike Tomlin. I feel like they have the same level of how they deal with the press and the way that they coach the players, you know?
Right. See, I think it's opposite. I think Tomlin's uptight, and I think Mike McDaniel's probably a little too loose. I think Tomlin is a little too tight, personally, but I think Mike McDaniel's is too loose. It's better to be too tight than too loose.
Yeah. And I would be okay with Kyle Shanahan. And that's pretty much it. And the Patriots just got Mike Vrabel.
Seen that today, 3 hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about that at halftime. Because now we got 3rd and 1. Ooh, they're going to pull a Buffalo QB sneak there.
how is it the second quarter in this? It hasn't even been that long.
Already almost halfway over, buddy. Not yet. We got a lot of football today. We got 3 games today, Bubba. Speaking of a Steelers great, JB, there's some Bill Cowher right there.
Mm-hmm. Missed that, man.
Horizon halftime report.
Yeah, Matt Ryan and It's a good
I think
halftime show.
Nate Burleson.
I miss Dan Marino on the halftime show. I forget what network he worked with, but I miss old
I think it's
Dan
ABC.
Marino.
I think it was
Is it
ABC.
ABC?
I think so.
Like smooth, handsome Dan, they used to say.
Yep.
He was reported at many. Never mind. That's not appropriate. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, 1st and 10. Nick's back to throwing shotgun. Gonna leave the pocket, feeling some pressure. He's gonna run for the first down and slide. It's about the 32-yard line. They're gonna go hurry. They got one timeout left. Tick, 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 tick. Nix. Throw again. Gets it off, and I will say that's a catch. That's going to
It
stop
is.
the clock, too.
It is. It's a great catch.
I think he was in the air. It felt kind of bad.
What's that left toe touch?
Barely made
Yep,
it.
it touched. It touched. Buffalo's bringing pressure. And it worked. Incomplete.
Yeah, let's blitz Damar Hamlin. Let's do that against
Safety blitz. I saw the same thing.
against a 300-pound lineman of all muscle.
We'll say this: better than running the prevent defense. All right, 2nd and 10. Nix is back to throw. He got all day this time, though. Ooh. Gonna be a penalty. Let's see who we got. We haven't seen a lot of laundry today.
Go slide. You got it. Go slide.
Holding defense.
Anyways.
Yep, that's definitely past 5 yards. And that was really smart with that Buffalo Bills player not to lay the hammer down on him.
My first football game was the Colts, and my first basketball game was
The Fever.
the Fever.
All right, we're going to have a timeout. Buffalo. They have one remaining.
I think have one remaining. Oh, they probably already used it. I'm going to show you what's hardest.
man.
See what's hardest.
Whew.
This one.
Sheesh.
If that happens, you try to slide on it.
Let's see.
If you'll move backwards. Then you have to get off and put it back in place. It's the painful one because there's blood things in it.
All right, here we go. Timeout's over.
15 seconds left. Oh.
First down. All right, Denver's going to line up in shotgun with one running back beside Bo Nix. Nix is back to throw, and he's going to run to his right and throw where it is caught. Oh, he stayed in bounds, though. That sucks. That's Cortland Sutton with an amazing play there.
And later on today,
Bo Nix is actually kind of surprising me a little bit there.
then after that, I want to play catch.
Okay, buddy.
And then we can relax. That'll be enough exercise minutes. That'll be enough.
Yeah, there goes that timeout. I was wondering if they were ever going to charge Denver with it.
Because we've been running around all day today.
And here comes Will Lutz. his long is 55.
Oh, I see them.
50-yard attempt.
Yeah,
Willet's kick is
here
up,
we go.
and
No good. That is the most depressing noise in sports.
Bong.
Truly. Bong. I want to see this replay.
Oh, they made it.
Didn't
You
watch.
see all the
Bong.
Bills players just all the Bills fans.
Yeah, it's wrong because they hit it. They hit the goal where they get touched where they.
Yep. That was big because now Buffalo goes in with a 10-7 lead, but they also get the ball to start the second half.
How many forces Buffalo have?
It's 10-7.
Bills are way up.
With that, JB, what's your thoughts on the Mike Vrabel hire in New England? He's a former player for him.
I think it's a good pick. I think
I do too.
it's about time they actually, because Mike Vrabel's a good coach. He is.
I mean, yeah, he had the Titans the footstep of the Super Bowl one year.
Mm-hmm. Almost quite a few times, actually.
Right. You see, I feel like that's what they should have done last year. They hired Gerard Mayo, who has a couple years as an assistant coach. He's a former player for New England, but this time, the former player they hired this time, and Mike Vrabel, is more qualified for the job.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Gerard Mayo was in out of his head.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why they hired him to begin with, but
I honestly don't either. And I don't think they gave him a very fair shot. I mean, you're going to give him, what, a rookie quarterback and a really crappy roster?
yeah.
I mean, I don't necessarily think he got the best of deals.
No. Not even close.
I think
But
one
would you
day he might get
go ahead?
I think he might get a second chance eventually, but he needs to be a coordinator first.
Mm-hmm. I feel like he needs. I feel like he'll be a better. I think he'd be a good defensive coordinator.
Yes. And then once you learn more, you can learn from a head coach, you can be mentored, you can learn how to be a coordinator, then you might be more qualified to be the head dog.
Mm-hmm.
You don't just get into coaching and become a head coach immediately. You always start as an assistant somewhere. Always starts out that way.
Mm-hmm.
He should have been patient.
But who knows anymore?
And JP, we are now at halftime. And with it being halftime, this is a good time to bring up, JB, that the Purdue Boilermakers, 20th in the nation, Purdue basketball Boilermakers,
Dang it! Can't
defeated
stop yawning.
Nebraska 104-68 today. Wow. Nebraska is not a bad team. They are 12-4, including their loss today.
Mm-hmm.
So they've had a solid start to their season too. So, Purdue basketball, JB, and making up for the football team, that's for sure.
Oh,
God, because good lord.
Jesus! Don't even get me started with the football team. Don't even. No.
Now, of course, Nebraska is, including today, also mind you, 2-3 now in the Big Ten. Purdue now moves.
But I would say this though. At least we got a fantastic coach for the Purdue Boilermakers.
Oh, Odom.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, I hope he works out because he can't be any worse than Ryan Walters. Holy mother of God.
I've seen his portfolio. I mean, all ever since he started being a head coach, winning seasons. He took a crappy I forgot what team that he or what college he coached, but they were a losing team, and he brought them to a winning team. So
You're looking at him. Okay, so he was UNLV's head coach in football. They've had a really couple good seasons.
hmm
He was the Missouri head coach as well. So yeah, he has had success, especially in the Mountain West. He was Mountain West Coach of the Year, and of course that's with the UNLV.
hmm
Um, right. So he had a good track record in the Mountain West. Here's the question: can he win in the Big Ten?
Who knows?
The
I
big
mean,
boys right here.
just one step up. So
Like I said, it can't be any worse than Ryan Walters.
no, anyone could be better. We could do better than what he could have.
I mean, no, the only game they won was Indiana State.
That was the first game of the season.
Right, we watched that one together. That was August 31st. You were at my house. We watched that one, and then Purdue didn't win another game after that ever.
Nope. And
That was it.
I
One win.
remember you said something that you were high hopes on this team.
I was.
I
The year
wasn't.
before that, what?
I told you
We
I
won, what,
wasn't.
5 games? The year before that was, what, 5-game wins? And I always expect you to get better. So I expected us to at least get 6-6 and maybe a crappy bowl game. But no. No. Wow. There's Russell Wilson's stat for you, JB.
Yeah, yay. I mean,
533.
he threw for 280 yards and 2 touchdowns. One to
See,
George
look.
Pickens and one to Van Jefferson. But
See, y'all got. See, Russell Wilson's better than Pat Mahomes. He's got more rushing yards in the playoffs. Look at that. Look at that. If only.
yeah.
And of course, going back to that Purdue basketball, JB. I'm really super impressed this season on what Braden Smith's been able to do. Only 8
Mhm.
points today, but 14. He's the general. He's the quarterback of the basketball team. I say that because he's the guy that he's the point guard. He brings the ball to the floor. He distributes it properly. He finds the open man. He's I think the best point guard in Purdue history. That's my opinion. And of course, Kaufman Wren has really been stepping up. He's definitely not even close to as good as Zach Edey. 15 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists. Lawyer with 19, Cox with 23. They got a good team, JB. Purdue could go all the way this year.
Mhm. Yeah, we
They have what it takes.
just like it's just like last year. I think we have a big, massive chance. We have a great chance this year, just like last year. But
And look at JB. UConn. The problem is we ran into UConn last year. They had some players leave for the draft, and they're still ninth in the country, but they're not as good as they were last year.
mm-mm.
So there's some openings. Now Auburn looks really good. I think they might be the best team in the country. Auburn basketball. And JB with that the Miami Heat were able to get a win last night too against the Portland Trailblazers.
And I'm actually
That was a 1-19.
surprised. Even with the Jimmy Butler dilemma, we're still winning games
Yes, I'm
because
not surprised.
of our
Eric
coach.
Spoelstra. Yes, and Bam and Tyler Hero.
hmm But
More so Tyler Hero.
what I read on the Jimmy Butler dilemma and the trades that who wants Jimmy Butler. So far, the only team right now that's wanting Jimmy Butler is the San Antonio Spurs. All the teams that were on or wanting Jimmy Butler is now off, except for
Yeah.
San Antonio Spurs,
I did see Phoenix was interested.
and they dropped out.
Did they drop out?
hmm We had a
Well,
chance to get Kevin Durant.
we weren't going to get Kevin Durant. We were going to get Bradley Beal.
Oh man.
And of course, what I've read too is if Jimmy Butler is not traded by his suspension date, that Pat Riley expects him to rejoin the team.
You think he's going to though?
He'll lose a lot of money if he doesn't. That's what this is all about. Whenever you hear an NBA player say, "I need to find my love for the game anymore," it means they want more money.
hmm
That's what it means. I'm on Pat Riley's side. What? I'm supposed to pay Jimmy Butler $30 million a year so we can make the play in every year and he can rest 20 games a season? His late 30s? No. This man let Dwayne Wade and LeBron leave. He don't give a shit about Jimmy Butler.
No.
Jimmy Butler's great. He'll end up in the Basketball Hall of Fame probably, but he's nowhere near Dwayne Wade and LeBron. And Riley gave the finger to them.
hmm
He full ass let Dwayne Wade leave.
And which I was surprised on. And they gave his
I,
money to Tyler Hero.
yeah.
I was
It
really
looked
upset
now.
with that.
I'm not. Here's why. Here's the thing about teams that suck. Teams that suck will stick around with old players that aren't worth it anymore and pay them money they're not worth anymore because of loyalty. Where's the loyalty when the player hits free agency? There's not. The players are entitled anymore. They want to load manage and they still want to get paid the big bucks and be treated like a superstar when they're load managing and only playing 60 games and they're in the play-in. Or in certain cases, like Luka and Kyrie, they missed the play-in in total 2 years ago. So the NBA players, it's all about me now. It's never about the team or we. And Pat Riley does not operate that way.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Paul Pierce flat out said, Pat Riley he doesn't let his players walk all over him. That's what it is.
hmm
Pat Riley's in charge. If you don't like it, leave.
But the only thing that really messed me up with the Dwayne Wade um and everything else, because he would be the last player to retire with the same team after Kobe.
It hasn't really happened since.
Yep. But yet,
Well, yeah, I see.
all Wade wanted to do was get just the money that he asked for, which wasn't a lot because they gave the money or gave the money that was supposed to be given to D Wade to Tyler Hero, which I think at that time he was his second year, I do believe.
Tyler Hero's rookie season, we made the finals. Dwayne Wade was not part of that team.
Who did we get that money to then?
I remember us giving the money to someone we shouldn't have given the money to.
Yeah, but
I don't recall. We
but
had Luol
anyways,
Deng for a while, but that was with D Wade. Never mind, that was with D Wade. Goran Dragic,
no,
Sam Whiteside. I'm trying to go back in time.
no.
Right side, Dragic.
It was like a
Wasn't
rookie.
Kevin Love.
It was like a rookie or a second year player.
But Pat Riley's smart. He's always worried about the future. Think about it. How many times in this decade, JB, has Miami been to the finals? Twice. Twice in this decade since 2020. The Heat have been in the finals twice.
Hmm.
You just got to trust the process. Tyler Hero should be an all-star this year. He should be, not a starter. I'm not ridiculous. Tyler Hero deserves to be an all-star reserve this year. Hands down. He's finally taken that step forward that I thought he always could take. And the kick is off. We're now starting the second half. It's returned. It's returned. To the 36. Solid return there. Good field position for the Bills.
Oh
Second
man,
half
I can't
football,
stop yawning.
JB. Sorry, everybody. I had to take my cheese head off. I apologize, everybody. Those things, I love my cheese head. I have 2 of them, but they're not designed to be comfortable. You put mine on. They are not designed for comfort.
Nope. I wore it a few times and
You
it
know, I want
was,
to make itchy.
especially if you're bald.
Like I say, when you don't have anything to protect yourself up there. All right,
Mhm.
Allen hands it off. Cook. A solid run there. You can tell it's playoff football because I'm holding a football. I'm going to be holding this football all day. Got this from my son first. No, actually, no, Santa Claus. Sorry. Santa Claus. Okay, 2nd and 5, JB. Formation.
Didn't
Pitch
matter.
to the left. That went first down. Got about 6-7 yards. Good run. Yep, if the Bills win this game, they play the Ravens next week, and the Texans will have to go to Arrowhead. That would truly be the 4 best teams, I think. Honestly. That's the 4 best teams. I can live with that. Lowest remaining seats. Houston has a better chance than Denver does to beat Kansas City. Need you both know that. All right, play action. Allen throws open.
Wide open.
Dalton knock. Yeah, very much so.
Great pocket presence too by Josh Allen. Very good golfer too. I don't know if you ever seen him play golf, but he's a really good golfer.
Maybe he can win a championship in golf. Yes. Oh, James Cook. It'll be 1st and goal. 8. But don't get me wrong. I don't want to sound like a Josh Allen hater. Josh Allen's a great quarterback. He's top 5 in the league. I wouldn't say top 2 or top 3, but he is top 5.
Mm-hmm.
But his stats are great, and that matters. I'm not going to deny it. He's great. Stats are great. Whatever. Pro Bowls matter. The dude's won 0 MVPs.
I mean,
the dude's won 0 AFC.
Do Pro Bowls matter anymore, like they used to back in the day?
The game doesn't matter, no. But to be recognized, I think that matters. The game's a joke itself, but I think the honor still matters. But the game's definitely a joke. And I actually don't hate the competitions. I'm all for that.
Yeah, I mean that's
to a
part of
point.
being like in the Pro Bowls, like in like for the Hawaii, you got the kicker competition.
Yep.
You got the quarterback, receiver, like all those competitions and everything.
The linemen do the sled push.
Yeah, sled push, bench press, and all this type of stuff, and
The punter does that thing where they're supposed to like hit certain targets.
Mhm.
You can make it fun.
like that was fun. That was fun to
Yes.
watch. rooting for the player that you voted for, and for some of the players, it didn't matter if you were going to the Super Bowl or not, because I do believe that there are some players that got voted for the Pro Bowl, played in the Pro Bowl, and then went and played for the Super Bowl.
Sort of, yes. So remember back in the day, after this third and goal here, explain. All right, Allen back to throw. All day, all day, all day, all day, all day. He's just going to stand around until he gets sacked. What are you doing? Play off Josh Allen. Anyway, yes, that was a thing for a long time, and all they have to do, make the Pro Bowl after the Super Bowl. That's how it used to be. Remember, the week after the Super Bowl was the Pro Bowl.
Yep.
And now they do it
Before.
between the week before, yeah. So I think you're right. They should move it back to how it was before. That way, if the team that played in the Super Bowl, the players still want to go play, they can. Yeah.
That was defensive pass interference.
Hear me out. If the refs help Buffalo lose, there will be no one standing in the way of Kansas City.
But yeah.
Back to the Pro Bowl. I just think that double the competitions, because they already have all those skill competitions now, which I love those. Make the skill competitions.
I'm glad they brought those back, by the
Sunday.
way.
I am too. But bring more. Double it up. Make more. Make a lot of them. Do them all on that Sunday. And get rid of the game. Get rid of the flag football game. Get rid of it. It's not real football. It's not. It's not a real sport. I hate to say that. It's just not. It's not. It's good to teach young children the fundamentals. But it's not a real sport for adults. It's not real football. It's just the truth. Sorry if I offend any easy offended liberals or whatever, but it's just the honest to God's truth.
But they're not going to, because they're not going to bring back the tackle, because everyone's going to get injured.
You're right.
But honestly, if you get tackled by Sean Taylor and you're the quarterback, or was it a kicker? Or was it a punter that he nailed?
I remember the play. Yeah.
Was it a punter?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
So long now.
It was he nailed somebody that someone would have gotten injured at this era. But no, that quarterback got up, he jumped, and he tapped on Sean Taylor's helmet. It was like, good hit, dude.
It's kind of like the NBA All-Star game. Garbage now too. It's because the athletes are entitled. It's all about business decisions. It's ruining sports, like Cam Ward giving up on his team in the Pop-Tart Bowl. Love you, buddy. You played. Okay. You don't want to play in the Pop-Tart Bowl because you're going to the NFL. Just say that. Say, I'm not going to play. So your team can properly prepare. Don't go out there and play 2 quarters and then watch your team lose on the bench sitting there going like this.
Red
flag.
I'm going to be in the NFL.
Not for long with that attitude. Because you do that type of shit in the NFL, they'll throw you off the side like it's nothing.
Well, let's see if he'll do the combine not like Caleb Williams.
Bingo.
Just
Caleb
look at my
Williams had a
tapes.
horrible rookie season.
Just look at my tapes.
Yeah. You guys ain't going to be doing much punting around here. I know, well, we did a lot of punting because you suck. Heck yeah, Jim Nantz, 500 NFL games covered. That's awesome.
I like Jim Nance.
I do too. I do like Tony Romo as an announcer too. He does a good job, I think.
When he first time did it, it was really annoying.
Well, I think you have to get used to it. You got to get used to your new career. Tom Brady is going through a similar thing now.
But Tom Brady, he's pretty laid back. But he was
I
he
would
was
agree with that.
he's pretty laid back. He doesn't
Ooh, stuffed
good
him. First and goal. First and 10.
but anyways, there's what Tony Romo did his first year. He talked about almost every play.
Did you hold? Remember where you were? Did you just see the referee do that?
Mhm.
I don't like that. Continue on what you
But yeah,
were saying.
I
Just
seen that.
I don't like that. I don't like that when it happens to Kansas City. I don't like it when it happens to Buffalo. I don't like it when it happens to anybody. I'll even say that about Green Bay. Don't do that. Don't make us look like that. Don't make Green Bay look like that. If that was a Packers player, I would say that. Don't make us look that way. I don't like it. What were you? Yeah, go ahead. When he first did it, that's what you said. When Romo first
Like
did
his
it.
first year, he talked about every single play.
I loved it.
How the quarterback did this way and did or predict a play way before it happened. I'm like, just let it happen.
See, I kind of thought it was cool because me
I
and you
mean,
know
yeah,
more X's. And
yeah, it was cool for a little bit, but it was just annoying. Like,
after a
let
while, right?
let the fans just enjoy the game and just have talk about talk about it
Fair catch.
afterwards. Don't do it pre-snaps like, yeah, they're going to run up the A gap and they're going to gain like 6 yards from this because look at the line on the defense. Look how they're lined up. And all of a sudden he gets like 6-7 yards and ran up the A gap. I'm like, dude, just let the play run and talk about it afterwards. And do it like so like
Okay.
often, like not so often, but I don't know. But Tom Brady,
I see.
Tom Brady's doing a really fantastic job with it now.
I agree. And Greg Olson's
'Cause
probably the best of all of them.
oh yeah, I love Greg Olson.
With that, JB, we are on a commercial, and we made it to the third quarter of the day before I have to do potty break. Last time it was what, the second quarter?
Yeah.
All right, JB. Potty break.
All right. Well, Trina's doing a little potty break. I should probably say this. Sorry. I'm eating some sugar cookies, holiday edition. But me and Chandler are going to a indoor golfing simulator this Saturday. But yeah, it's I feel like it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. And then this coming Wednesday, not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday. Yeah. Next Wednesday, I will be out of the state. Actually, out of Indiana. And I'm going to be gone for a week. So it's going to be a fun week for me. So but yeah, it's going to be great. Got my shoulder. Up there's Jim Kelly, Bruce Smith. Oh, and Thurman Thomas. Haven't heard that name in a while. All right, Bills got the ball on their own 27. And looks like they gained a yard. For Devin Cook. Or James Cook, whatever. It's a Cook. There's too many Cooks nowadays anymore. So, yeah, I mean, it's Josh Allen, shotgun, motion. Josh Allen looking. It was still going. Threw it to Shakir. Shakir's actually doing somewhat pretty good this year, I do believe, for the Buffalo Bills. All right, another shotgun. Davis from rookie got ball. Oh, flag on the field. Holding on Dalton Kennard. Nope. So
I didn't miss anything, did I?
no.
Good. 1st and 20, dear Lord.
Holding. There was a holding call on Dalton Kennard.
Ah, okay. I firmly believe, though, after this play, I'll explain something. 1st and 20, back to throw. I'll get out of the pocket and move. I don't know. Roethlisberger and Allen are both just kind of slow.
Allen's faster on the open field
That's fair.
and running out of the pocket.
I firmly believe this. Sometimes, especially when you're facing a quarterback like Mahomes, Allen, Lamar, Joe Burrow, people like that, it's almost smarter. You don't want 1st and 20. I'd deny the penalty. I would take 2nd and 10 over 1st and 20. But you want to give the elite quarterback an extra down? All right, 2nd and 13. They're bringing everybody. Holy crap. Oh. Oh. I want to see the hit again, I'll tell you. I ain't going to comment on it. He led with his shoulder. Okay, but it was held to helmet. I don't think that's a dirty call. I don't think that's a dirty play, though. That's
No.
bang, bang. You could see him lead with his shoulder.
But
No, 1st down Buffalo. Good Lord.
But I think the fact that it looked like he led with the shoulder. Actually, I'll just do the rest. But the shoulder and shoulder and the head-to-head collided about the exact same time. So,
And we now have more commercials. And with that, before we have a commercial, let's talk about this. Notre Dame. Notre Dame versus Ohio State, JB, in the Natty this coming week, I believe. Who do you got?
so what? Sorry, I was listening to that stupid commercial.
Oh, I seen college football in the commercial. And I seen Alabama. I'm like, wait a minute, college football. Who do you got in the Natty, JB? Notre Dame or Ohio State?
High tide. Sorry, I couldn't stop listening to that commercial. Oh man. Well, it's someone different. It's two teams different. Well, except for kind of Ohio State, kind of.
It's been over 10 years for Ohio State.
Yeah, for a little bit.
2014. Yeah. Over 10 years.
I feel like I've always hear Ohio State coming to like the national championship or whatever.
It's because they normally get close.
But
You see something. Ohio State football, last Natty. Not State West football, West Natty. What the fuck? That's my one curse word I'm allowed per podcast. Ohio State football, last Natty. 2014. They went 14-1. Hey, we just see Davis is at least on his own power. A little bit of help, but that is Ray Davis, the rookie out of Kentucky. Yeehaw. Excuse me.
But Ohio State. Actually, I want to do this way before because I really did not look at the stats.
I'm going to take Ohio State to win this game, personally. I think it's because, yes, I understand they lost to Michigan. They didn't even make the Big Ten title game. But they've won some really impressive playoff games in the route to the national championship game. And I was very skeptical on Ohio State because of their losses they had to Michigan, things of that nature. But they really made up for it in this playoffs. And mind you, Notre Dame doesn't have a conference. And while that is true, they sign a deal with the ACC to where most of their opponents are ACC teams. And me and you both know the ACC is not as tough as the Big Ten. So I think Ohio State, yes, their record might not be better, but they're a better team, I think, than Notre Dame is. I think their conference is just more competitive, and that's going to show in the Natty.
Oh man, but
My blanket fell.
ooh, Coleman. He had Coleman open.
Ellen. Yeah, I'm taking Ohio State.
See, I'm
If
looking.
Ohio's.
I'm looking at some of the stats here.
Uh-huh.
For Ohio State versus the Longhorns. It was a close game.
That was impressive.
It was a good game.
Impressive.
But they really didn't do any much in the second half, and they had 14 unanswered points in the fourth quarter for Ohio State. But other than that, now Notre Dame versus Penn State, that game was too close for comfort for me.
That's what I'm saying. Notre Dame plays in an independent. They don't have a conference, and they play mainly ACC teams because that's the contract they sign. So their competition quality is lower. Ooh, here's a question. 4th and 1 for Buffalo. Do you take the field goal and go up 9, or do you try to get the first down here? I hate this crap.
I would go for it.
I would kick the field goal. Take the 2-score lead against the rookie quarterback in your building.
All right, now they're 2 for 2.
Take the points. That's me.
They're literally up a bunch. They have something close enough. And the Broncos only have 7. Oh, it's 17.
He didn't catch that. That was impressive, but I don't think he was in bounds. You better go for 2 and run up there real fast because we won't actually ever scoring plays reviewed anyway. Never mind.
There's the foot and a knee. That's 2 feet.
But did the foot hit before the knee?
I don't know if the security guy was.
You can't see because of that security, man. But this is going to be a good view.
The foot hit.
That's close, JB.
Solid. Boom.
I think you personally have to go and call on the field. Which would it be? Touchdown. Previous plays under review. That's close, JB. That's it either way.
The knee was out. The knee was in before the feet were.
I think you might be right on that one. Wow, that was close. Anyway, JB, before we get back to that, who you got? I'm taking Ohio State.
I'm taking Ohio State as well.
That's going to be a weird type of season. 2 years in a row, man. Michigan wins and then Ohio State wins. Each hated rival will win. Now, I would honestly debate that. I know winning a natty, nothing's going to top that. But this season for Michigan, to me personally, for Michigan football, this is more impressive than their national championship. Bro, they didn't have crap. They still got a bowl game.
Mm-hmm.
They still beat Ohio State. And they won their bowl game. Not against a crappy team, no. Against Alabama.
High Tide.
JB. Against the Crimson Tide. Right, Roll Tide.
No, I said High
That's what I'm
Tide.
saying, JB.
Because of that commercial.
High Tide. I wasn't even paying attention, man. Tidy Whiteys. Do you wear tidy whities? Tidy whities. Wear tidy whities. You wear tidy whities. Well, speaking of that, for the viewers here who have children, they might enjoy the story while we're on commercial break. So I go for my potty break. And of course, a lot of people know that I have 2 children. My daughter typically takes naps between 1:30 and between 1 and 4:30. And I go to the bathroom and I hear, "Daddy? Daddy?" I'm like, "Are you serious?" She was sleeping when we started this. I checked.
Mm-hmm.
I go in there, man. I open the door. And it smelled like sewer. The worst smell I have ever smelled. She looks at me and goes, "I pooped? I pooped?" So, speaking of underwear and things of that nature, that was a side story.
Well, look
think
at
that
that
was
new
pretty
stadium.
impressive.
Dang,
That
they're actually. It's looking pretty good.
That's the progress.
A lot of progress.
Go Pack Go.
And then what they'll be able to do is tear down the current one and build a parking lot.
Yep,
What,
knee
buddy?
down.
Stands. I like that calling. You can't say it's confirmed. That's a good job by that referee back there, man. Personally, I would have called that incomplete because of the way the foot looked.
But yeah, the foot did not touch the ground
Yeah.
after
That
his knee
was
touched.
good call. Good call.
And
It's gonna
there's
be a
Coleman.
quarterback draw here. Right up for that missed throw. That's a 2-point conversion. Now it makes it a 2-touchdown game.
I like
Scoreboard,
Coleman.
JB.
I got it.
Good play.
I
I'm gonna
like
do that every
Coleman.
time. It's my thing now.
I'm
Now,
liking
Tutty.
Coleman. He's a great receiver. He's probably
Coleman is good. Yeah.
one of my favorites so far. That's a non-Steeler.
Him and Amari Cooper are a good duo.
No, it's the way that Coleman gets open. His route running, phenomenal.
Yes.
Like way so much better than a lot better rookies. It's like he's playing like a veteran.
To this moment, I do not understand. We talked about it after the draft and everything. Why Buffalo let Kansas City get Xavier Worthy? What's Buffalo lacking, JB? Speed. What's the main thing he does? Speed. And you let your team you can't beat get a hold of him, and now we see how good he's done. They should not have passed up.
I feel like Xavier Worthy's underperformed this year, especially with
Possibly.
Mahomes. Especially with Mahomes, he's underperforming. And Keon Coleman is looking like a veteran receiver, in my opinion.
That's fair. That's fair. And Shakir's had a decent season too.
I just want to know what the Steelers are going to do during the offseason. If we're going to get a big name receiver or whatever.
I don't even know I don't even know how to fix Pittsburgh. Normally I have a solution. I don't have one. Because you say big name receiver, and I sit and think, okay, you have one, George Pickens. Maybe a running back. Oh, you have one, Harris. Defense, you have literally one of the best defensive players in the league. You got a good coach. I don't have any answers for you, my friend.
Well, here's the thing. Our offensive line is probably one of the most youngest offensive line in the National Football League. I think we have like 2 rookies starting.
And Mike Tomlin has a bad drafting history with offensive linemen.
So, but there was one good one. Zach Taylor. No, not Zach Taylor. Zach Frazier, our center.
Yeah, and Pouncey for a time.
Well, Pouncey was there before Tomlin. Cowher
So you know your Steelers.
drafted.
Pouncey.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of Steeler fans' arguments. They say the only reason Mike Tomlin won a Super Bowl at all is because he inherited Cowher's team. I don't believe that crap. You still got to go out there and earn it. You still got to go out there and coach. Your players still have to go out there and play.
Well, it's not even that. It's just the fact that the talent around him. I think it was a great start for Tomlin. I think it was a great template for Mike Tomlin to succeed, and the way he's succeeding now is because of that. Because of Bill Cowher and his team that he passed down to Mike Tomlin.
Right. And then you even sit and think about that was 08, right? 2008. Yeah, they won Super Bowl in 08 against the Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
And so they win the Super Bowl in 08. Then Tomlin's second season, I believe, And then they made it to the Super Bowl in 2010, which was still a lot of Bill Cowher's players.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference is that time I feel like, though, had Green Bay lost to Pittsburgh in that Super Bowl, Mike Tomlin would not be getting the amount of hate he's getting now. 2 rings would fix that. Watch yourself, buddy. Don't hurt yourself. All right, 3rd and 6. Nix is back to throw, and here comes the referee for a false start. Turn it off, buddy. It's loud. Okay. We're going to the other room or something. I want to play with that thing. We'll go in the other room then. All right, 3rd and 11. Only 8 total penalties this game.
I don't care about this thing.
I like that. Let him play. I want to see the referee the whole time. 3rd and 11. Nix is losing his backfield mate by himself now. Snaps it. Back to throw. Good pocket. Clean. Throws. And it is almost intercepted.
Again.
That was a rookie quarterback throw right there. Yep. Yep. He thought the safeties were both of them were playing deep, and only one was playing deep. Rookie mistake. The punt is up. It's fielded to the 20, 25, to the 30, 35, and the punter makes the tackle. Heck yeah, the punter makes the tackle. He's going to get made fun of later.
That was a good play by Hamlin.
It was.
Tricked him really good.
That's what you want to do against a rookie quarterback. You want to disguise your actual play. Give him some eye candy is what I like to say.
Mm-hmm. But he has to catch that.
Yes. The interception, yes.
Yep. Excuse me.
Some of these commercials, man. These medicines may cause death. My favorite's when you'll have like a depression medication come on and it goes, may cause suicidal thoughts. And I'm sitting there thinking this. Isn't that why you're taking it? I don't know. We're getting off track there, though. That's okay. That's the whole point of a live stream. They're all over the place. I love it. A funny Liberty commercial. That was funny.
Oh, man. But
I have never woke up one time ever in my life, I don't think, and said, you know what really sounds good? Applebee's.
Oh, back then it was actually really good. That was
I don't
just
think I've ever
bleh.
microwavable food now. Perhaps made in the microwave. Hey, golfing commercial. Speaking of that, me and JB will be putting out some golf content this coming weekend.
Yep, actually I just told all the people about us going to a indoor golfing simulator this Saturday. So get ready for some of that.
And you never know. That might be just giving a hint. Might be giving a hint here. That might be where the DoorDash competition is paid. You'll have to keep an eye out on our Facebook for that, though. Please go like if you have not already done so.
Our links are in the description.
The Day Junior. There you go. I do think it was kind of made me upset that I had to wait to see all the NFC matchups. They played all the AFC games first.
Well, saving the best for last, right?
The last game, what do you think? Vikings Rams. Yeah, that probably really is probably going to be the most interesting game, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because Buffalo, we're starting to see them pull away from Denver here. Denver obviously took the lead early and held on until halftime. They played them well, but we're starting to truly see now who the better team is. And of course, I don't expect the Commanders, Buccaneers. Screen pass, Allen. Put Cooper there.
Zero about picked it off. Whoever Zero was on the Broncos.
Dangerous throw. And that, JB, will take us to the end of the third quarter. One more quarter till one of these teams go home.
Just like the Steelers.
That'll be some good football next week. Baltimore, Buffalo, Houston, Kansas City. That's some good football. I remember back in the days, man, remember back when 2 seeds used to get a bye?
Mm-hmm. Oh, April cannot come fast enough. Spring. I want spring to get here.
Yeah, I agree with that. Today I took me and my kids, went outside, played in the snow, and I had a good time. Don't get me wrong, but I hate snow. It's just I would rather play outside with my kids, and not negative 10-degree weather. I don't want to have to wake up an extra hour early to get to work because it snows so freaking much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a snow guy. But when I go to Lambeau again, I do want to see a Lambeau December-January game at some point in my life.
Yeah, let's just go to like negative degree weather. Yeah, no, thank you. I'm good with that.
Frozen tundra. Like that Thanksgiving Day game we had this year against Miami.
Yeah, that was playing against Miami. That's a weird.
I have my own chapstick, and there's 3. So you can have yours.
Oh, thanks.
I'll give you 1. There's 1 more from Mom.
Oh, you're the best.
Just to get chapped with.
Because
Or, whenever you go to work,
You're right.
like when you drive and you have to get out and you walk all the way up there.
Thank you, buddy.
Welcome.
it's just a good kid.
We got some good kids.
But here's the thing about not the Kansas City, the Thanksgiving games. I feel like there should always be a Packers versus Lions matchup for a Thanksgiving
agree.
game, because that's
I agree.
that should be a tradition.
Instead of just the Lions.
Yeah, or just Lions or just the Packers, because this year Packers facing the Dolphins.
Oh, hits him. To the 20, Samuel. To the 15. To the 10. To the 5. Touchdown, Buffalo Bills, JB. Curtis Samuel. Giving him a Buffalo version of the Lambeau Leap, I suppose. Definitely not as high of a jump.
Wide open.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
It was a 3-point game at halftime. And Tyler
And now
Bass,
it's
good snap. The hold. Extra point. Scoreboard.
and now it's a mhm. Now it's not a game anymore. Now it's just a little whooping.
But I will say this: it was close at halftime.
Mm-hmm.
The
7-19.
Broncos are just the Broncos are just a year ahead of schedule. I think they're not ready for this stage yet. This is where the big boys play.
Mm-hmm.
1 hour till kickoff. JB. Starting to feel this Packer game. I'm ready. I am ready.
I just want.
Baby.
Oh, I forgot to fold it.
You forgot to fold it. You gotta fold it. I don't even know what he's folding. BK commercials.
BK, have it your way. You
It seems small, but it's actually very good.
Ooh, thanks, buddy.
It might seem small, but it's good. Football.
You know where this is gonna go? This is gonna go in my office. Love you, dude.
Two pictures going in your office.
You wanna play Roblox? I haven't offered you today. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'm so sorry. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I haven't even offered you video games yet.
Oh, wow.
Streetball games.
Even though you have a PlayStation.
Here I say, yeah, don't feel too sorry for him. He's got a PS5 upstairs he's playing.
Where you could just turn that on whenever you want.
Pretty much. There's one rule. If one of us are sleeping or resting, you can't play it. You got an Xbox down here too. It's the family Xbox. You got that. So I'd say you're living the dream.
I can play whenever I want.
Me and Uncle Jordan had some nice stuff growing up. We had the newest gaming systems, but never at one point did I ever have both. I had a PlayStation. You had the Xbox. Never did I have both.
Mm-hmm.
You never had those.
I never had both. No. My mom and dad would not buy me both.
Both.
You do have both.
Lucky. What the?
Well, part of it's because I want to play too.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this.
28 unanswered.
Ooh, shit.
I'm blowing some people.
28 unanswered Bills points, JB. A little bit
And
of a squib kick.
a little squib kick, or squib kick from whatever you want to call it.
That's the only way you can do a squib kick now
Mm-hmm.
because of the new kickoff. Did you see where they're talking about? They haven't voted. They're not going to vote. They're discussing the possibility of to replace the onside kick. You have one down to get 20 yards.
No.
I don't like it either. You can.
Okay, wait. Later on, can I go outside and can you watch me go sledding and have fun out there?
Later, yeah.
From
You
the-
can go, yeah. I've been out there once today.
No,
And I ain't going back.
sometime.
Yes.
You can watch me go out there.
I sure will.
Okay. Look, this might seem that
1st and 10.
I like shirts that have like details and like texture. Touch the card.
Nice.
Hmm.
You guys
Good run by Bo Nix.
I say that was very. Bo Nix is more mobile than he gets credit for.
Mm-hmm.
See though, it looks like Buffalo's already in a prevent defense almost. Prevent. What are you preventing? That's what I've always said. Prevent what? They're getting 20. Oh, now they're blitzing. Okay, that's better. And that's a 1st down. Okay. Okay, JB. We're already on Buffalo territory. Comeback time. Here it comes.
Bro, the Buffaloes are winning.
They are, aren't they?
By up like how many? Are they up by how many? I don't know.
Completed there. That clock keeps moving though. 1st and 10. Another one. They score here. This game's not technically over yet. If they can score quickly. They gotta score quickly and then get a stop here.
Broncos are gonna definitely lose. There's no chance they're winning.
I do like the orange pants.
Well, orange.
Bo Nix again. There he goes to the 22, 21 yard line.
25-yard line.
4 plays, 4 first downs.
That's what I'm saying, right? It's been first down every play. Buffalo's late getting someone on the field. Now they have a lineman in the linebacker formation. Timeout, Buffalo. Excuse me. This cough's getting old. While we have the timeout, I can tell you what happened to me. Never drink. Do you know how you can buy like the cold medicine that you put in like water and mix it and drink it? Right, it's like a tea. It's medicine though. It's like actual like Dayquil stuff. Well, the wife accidentally bought that this time, so we're trying to go through it. I'm never doing that again. And not because it tasted bad. I expected it to taste bad. It tasted bad, yes. But man, I drank half of it.
He threw up.
Everywhere.
The sink.
Everywhere.
I did not hear him, but I saw.
It was horrible. Never buy it.
I didn't hear it, but I saw.
Well, I never heard of that, so thank you for enlightening me. To if it ever happens, I'm just gonna throw it in the trash and just get.
Yes, do that. Don't try it because you don't want to waste money and you want to be a responsible adult or whatever. Don't try it. I tried it.
Was it cheap?
I tried it for that. It was the same price. We just accidentally bought it. All right, 1st and 10. I'll be a swing route here to the backfield and lost 5 yards there on that swing route.
Burning spear.
2nd and 13, my friend.
Let me show you what a burning spear looks like.
What?
It's a burning spear.
You better go have it burn like Jim does.
No,
Jim
I burned it with a flamethrower, and look what happens when I stab this guy.
Crazy.
Burns to death.
He doesn't understand my Jim Rome reference. People old enough will.
I do. I understand it.
Ooh,
All
Von
right, 2nd
Miller.
and 13.
Oh,
Nix and Vaughn. Oh, he missed him. And incomplete. That's a good play by Nix, though. Hard catch. It's hard catch, but you're an NFL player. You got to catch that. I hit your hand. Very good job.
That's a good way to getting away from Von Miller.
That's a future Hall of Famer, like Super Bowl champion, Von Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that you got to catch that. Hit you right in the face mask.
Yeah, I was about to say like, yeah, he's an MVP too.
Yeah, that's right, Super Bowl MVP. Look at that. That's 3 times now, JB. You've done that. Timeout. Timeout. Yeah, Denver. Now both teams have 2 remaining.
Oh, God, I'm getting cold chills left and right.
I have a cold chill.
That window.
Yeah, no. I hate it.
I do too. I'm looking outside. It's snowing right now. Like, it's depressing.
Wait, is it really snowing?
It's snowing here.
Oh my gosh.
JB had to get up and go check. That's how we know we're getting old. We're getting close to 30. Well, you are 30, and now we're checking for snow.
It's
starting to. It's starting to.
Out.
No, you're
I'm just kidding.
What you say though?
It's starting. I'm seeing some snowflakes, so I hate it being up here in Indiana.
Yeah, we won't say where the towns we're from, because We don't want y'all. Some people, crazy people out there. There's Bears fans everywhere. So might be trying to get us killed.
Dad hate Bears fans.
3rd and 13. Nix is going to throw and caught Sutton. He's going to get close to the first down, but will be about 3 yards shy, JB. And obviously, you got to go for it. You got to go for it here. There's no question about it.
Yeah, might as well. 4th and 2.
4th down and 2. You're doing a lot better with the clock this time, man. All right, 4th and 2. Nix, play action pass, is going to throw in the flat, and he didn't get that. It's Buffalo's football, about a yard or 2 short. Wow.
This stinks. I got 660 coins in the game, but I only have 0.
That's horrible.
I can't get melon squids. Oh, dang much. That's so dang annoying, bro. I hate this. Grab my
Let's
handful.
check the replay here. I mean, yeah, he never even extended the football.
Never dove.
No. We are on another injury commercial break.
Educational.
And it is now 3:31. You know what that means, JB?
What?
We are now into minutes until kickoff. I am so excited. I am pumped. Let's send Philly home.
Taco Bell sounds good too.
That's what I'm thinking too. For that's twice we've said that today.
Woohoo, Taco Bell. And Taco Bell is the best.
What's your Taco Bell order?
Taco
Ooh.
Bell.
My Taco Bell order are the value menu nachos that have the guac on it. That has the red sauce with it, but I don't like guac, so I get no guac, and then I always get typically a steak quesadilla, and depending on my mood, a soft taco or a Doritos Locos, and always the Baja Blast.
Oh man.
What's your Taco Bell order?
Chicken or steak quesadilla, 5-layer beefy burrito,
Can't go wrong on the 5-layer. Okay.
a cheesy gordita crunch, no tomatoes.
Okay.
Or what is it? Hold on. I did have this memorized at one point.
Cinnabons are good too.
Oh yeah, those are good too. So I get the whatever craving boxes is available. Either I get a cheesy gordita crunch or a chalupa
Ooh, I like chalupas.
with
No sour cream though. I don't want sour cream on it.
I don't like tomatoes. So either
I'm weird with tomatoes.
and I don't like hard tacos. I don't like hard tacos at all because all the stuff that I eat in one sitting, it sogs up the taco. And every time I go to Taco Bell, the hard taco is always already broken in the middle, like on the bottom. It's always busted open. So I'm like, screw this. I'm going soft taco.
Right, and if it's not, the first bite you take, it'll explode.
Mm-hmm.
Second and
but
6.
yeah, I always do a craving box. It's one of those two either the chalupa or the Crunchwrap Supreme. And then I do a 5-layer beef burrito, a chicken or steak quesadilla, and then the drink. I mean, you have to go with Baja Blast.
Absolutely. Who the hell goes to Taco Bell and is like, I want a Pepsi? Who does that?
People that don't like Mountain Dew.
That's fair. All right, JB, we are at 3rd and 1. Only pass play with the lead. That's going to be caught for a first down. We are now in single-digit minutes, man. God, where'd the football season go? We're sitting here watching playoff football. This is the last game of the AFC, of the wild card round.
Yep.
I don't like it.
Something different.
Like we've said to the people, our podcast has turned more into shorter content and live streams. That's what's in now. That's what people want to watch. Yeah, toss play. Doesn't get anything. Actually lost a couple yards there. I think it's at 2nd now. Well, live streams have pretty much turned into one big ass laid back podcast.
Right.
We had about 2 hours when we were doing like the main podcasts.
I got a friend.
I already said you made you a friend.
It's one of my boys. Peter.
You don't want me to go get my dog.
Hi, baby.
What
you doing?
11.
Huh?
Look here. Dang, looking like an NBA player out there, making people miss. I hope they show that replay because you're gonna like that, JV. I think it looks like an NBA player doing that. Look at this.
He's
like spinning around.
They showed some of his stats that he had. He's in 2nd for yards after catch. He's behind Jamar Chase. I mean, the comparison is like 200 yards. He has like 700 yards after catch, and Shair has like 500.
He'll go deep, and I think he caught that.
He did.
That's a first down.
Kincaid.
3rd and 4, and you throw it deep. That's gutsy. I like it.
Oh, they got to practice for the next team.
Now here's the thing. Buffalo holds on here, and likely they're going to. It's going to be Baltimore going to Buffalo. Both of those quarterbacks desperately need a ring, JB. Desperately need a ring. And someone's going home. Before the conference championship.
Yep. Well, they're in.
Of course, my Super Bowl pick is Houston. That's still a thing. 2nd and 2. A nice run play here with Cook. He's cooking. Let Russ cook. Hell, he was cooking last night for sure. So I had to do that. I'm sorry.
I mean, he did throw for 280 yards and threw 2 touchdowns, so.
He did. It was just too little too late. They started the game way too poorly.
It was just our defense. It was horrible.
Yeah. Had I been Mike Tomlin in the second half, I would have played Justin Fields. What are you gonna lose? It can't get much worse, number one. And number two, if we lose anyway, we're gonna go home. If I'm the Steelers, I go with Justin Fields next year as my long-term quarterback. All right, Allen throws. Incomplete to Coleman. Some contact. They are not going to throw it. No flag. But if I'm Pittsburgh, you got to go with Justin Fields next year. Russ is too old. You had a better record with Fields. I flat out said it totally that the Steelers should never have stopped Wilson. Did I not?
Mm-hmm.
You should have stuck with that pass interference. That was pass interference. The Steelers are Uncle Jordan's favorite team and one of the most historic franchises in all of sports. Nope, your mama's a Chiefs fan. I'm out. Almost didn't get that snap off. One timeout left for Buffalo. What's your take, JB? Should they just go with Fields? Because you can't run it back, obviously.
No, I won't. Sad to say it, Fields was playing a lot better.
Yes, and Russ
He had
didn't play
10.
horrible.
He had 10 total touchdowns
Yes.
and 1 interception or 1 turnover.
Yes. Yeah, that's my point. Not to say Russ was horrible. I just think Fields played better. Russ is past his prime.
It's just the fact that I'm gonna say this. This generation of the NFL, the pocket passing is done. There's no more pocket passers.
Not strictly a pocket
Kirk,
passer. The only
I
one
would
left
I
is Joe
would
Burrow.
say, mm,
He can move a little bit.
he could still run. He could gain big yards if he wants to, if we use it by his legs. But
If it's there, he'll take it.
the only person that I can think of that's a pocket passer is Kirk Cousins.
I'll do you one. Jared Goff's still around.
But he could still run if he wants to.
I don't know, man. That's slower as Eli Manning. But you're right. In today's generation, trends come and go. Complete down to the one. Like back in the Lombardi era. You didn't throw the ball really at all. Actually, that's a lie. You did sometimes. You threw it about 15 times a game. Before that era, you ran the ball every play. You ran the wing T back in the 40s.
Mm-hmm.
And in the 60s, you passed a little more, but you still mainly ran. In the 70s, it was about 50-50. Things will come and go. Pocket passers will be back. Unsportsmanlike conduct. As his first for disqualification. I don't like that. That's undisciplined football. You don't celebrate that. Make that penalty against Kansas City. Go ahead. Go ahead. And you'll lose.
Mm-hmm.
And you celebrate getting an unsportsmanlike conduct. I don't like that.
You just stepped over him.
Oh, I mean, what more do you want from him? Guy was still holding on to him. I'm gonna step over him too.
Oh well, I wouldn't be mad if I was a coach.
That's what people want to see. It's sports. If you don't like it, stop it.
Exactly.
Kind of like the Chiefs. I don't like the Chiefs, but if you don't like them, meet them. Let me see here. Yep, the Broncos players. The kick. He did kick at him. I don't like that.
Well, so did Allen
I
Iverson.
smiled. There's a reason Allen Iverson never won a championship.
Mm.
Allen Iverson could have been one of the greatest ever, and he still is. He could have been even better than what he was, I think, had he taken it a little more seriously.
I mean, for Allen Iverson, though, he took the Philadelphia 76ers, that team, that most of the team were bums. And he carried that team to the finals.
Yes.
And he put 41 points in game 1 and won that game, by the way.
That's true.
He put on that team. He put that team on his back that whole entire
That's
series
fair.
against Kobe and Shaq.
That's fair. I'll give you that. I guess where I come at more as is that wasn't his best chance to win a championship. Yes, AI is known for his Philadelphia days. Denver got the last couple of years of his prime with Carmelo Anthony.
Mhm.
That team should have won a championship. Allen Iverson and Carmelo Anthony should have been able to win a championship together.
Mhm.
That should have happened. That should have happened. And if I remember right, they still had like Kenyon Martin on the team and a bunch of other good players too.
Oh yeah.
Nene, old Nene. Everyone remembers Nene.
Oh, Nene. I feel like he did not
That's-
have a
that's-
first
that-
name.
Yeah, he did.
Nene.
Possible blue. It was like Hakabashable blue. It was something really wild.
So they just gave it to
Look it up. I'm serious.
Nene. They just kept it
Look him up.
Nene.
Yep. I mean, it's kind of like Bam. His real name's not Bam. Bam Adebayo.
Mm-hmm.
Second and 15, JB. 5:29 to go in this game. Buffalo has absolutely dominated the second.
Yeah. Literally.
I mean, really, you could tell even in the first half they were a better team. They were winning at the line of scrimmage. Buffalo had what 100 yards of rushing in 2 possessions, the first 2 possessions.
Yeah.
So even early in the game, Buffalo was running all over them. They just it seemed like had a little bit of jitters. Did you see his name?
Who?
Nene.
Oh, that's what I was doing.
Wow, 198 rushing yards for Buffalo. Wow, and 261 passing. Holy crap! Yeah, Sean McDermott's a good coach, but it's Super Bowl or bust. He has to go. Can't lose the same every single year. The difference between people are gonna say, well, why don't you think that way with Mike Tomlin, Chandler? He can't win the playoffs now. Yeah, but he has before. He at least has won. He has a ring. Or Sean McDermott's ring. Oh, that's right.
May
That's the difference.
Badner, Rodney, Hilario.
That's what I'm saying. Something really freaking wild.
Because I remember in the NBA games, like NBA Live back in the day, because we didn't have 2K.
2K is horrible. It took out Dynasty mode. That's what I like to play on the basketball games. In football games, I like the career mode. But in basketball, I want to build the Hornets or the Pistons, a shitty team, and make them a championship contender. I tried. I've only played it a little bit. We just got it, and it's barely been his. But is it through my team or whatever?
No, not really. I think it's on there in the play now settings.
In the play now settings? Okay, I'll have to check that out. I was looking for its own game mode, like it was before.
Mm-hmm.
But the old NBA Live games, old Nene. We're old.
Where that was the only basketball game, and now it's 2K and
That's it, isn't it? That's the only basketball game because NBA Live made a comeback for those couple years, but it's only 2K now, isn't it?
yeah.
All right, 38-yard attempt to extend the lead. The kick is up, and Tyler Bass's kick is good. Scoreboard. Cha cha cha. 31-7.
Dang it.
My stomach is growling right now.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting kind of hungry.
And I'm looking at this Pizza Hut wing right now on this television, and it looks phenomenal. New Balance. Is Jack Harlow still part of them?
Who? Jack Harlow?
Yeah. Or was he with someone else?
They're singer, right? Jack
Yeah, the
Harlow.
rapper Jack Harlow. Yeah.
Well, let's find that out.
He has some sort. He's with some shoe company.
Yes. He's still and he is the celebrity ambassador for New Balance.
He's pretty much like a rapper for him.
Yep, pretty much.
You know what I want so bad, but I'll never be able to afford?
What?
A pair of Eminem Jordans.
Which ones?
Any of them.
Because we can go retro, like the red and black and the white.
That's what I would want anyway. The retro Eminem Jordans. But wouldn't retro be more expensive?
Depends. If you want to get the newer retros, not really. Because let's see.
A manicure? Is that what he just said?
Yep.
I mean, I ain't hating. Chad Johnson used to get manicures. He said it made his tips of his fingers feel better. And I'm like, well, he is a wide receiver. That makes sense. And a quarterback, you got to grip the ball every play, even if you're handing it off. So that would make sense. Hey, it's Mitch Trubisky, JB.
Oh, cool. Don't care about him.
Did you say my name?
Mitchburg.
So let's see.
Cheesehead.
Let's see the retro ones.
It's too bad, son.
Right, retro ones.
Let's see. Mid casual for in finish line. $125.
That's not horrible. That'd probably be the max I'd be willing to spend. Anymore. Before I had kids, you know, I used to buy some expensive kicks.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Here we go, JB. You still got your Yeezys. 1st and 10 from the 30. Knicks back to pass.
Those were a gift.
That's true. That is true. 7 yards there. I mean, no huddle here, obviously. 2nd and 3, JB.
Yes.
Now, here's a question for you. Rookie of the year, Bo Nix or Jaden Daniels? Both are deserving. Nix back to pass throws, dropped.
Jaden Daniels.
I agree.
The only reason why I say that is because Bo Nix took a while, and Jaden Daniels did it game one. So,
I would agree with that.
and like all the rookie quarterbacks or all the rookies in general really haven't had that much of a spunk.
No. Nick sacked. That was a rookie mistake. Make it 4th down there. You just got to throw that ball away. Now the clock keeps going, and instead of 4th and 2, it's 4th and whatever now. 4th and 15, you know? Just throw it away. You're out of the pocket. Just. defensive coordinator. And he's had a good day today. Nice beard. All right, 4th and 17, JB.
That's what we need. A good defensive
I like
coordinator.
ours. I like ours. I like Jeff Hafley. Picks, throws, picked. That's DeMar Hamlin.
Finally got his pick.
That's a 3rd interception this season. That leads the team. I will say this. He was the comeback player of the year last year, correct?
Yes.
No, Joe Flacco was.
No, wait. Was he? Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was
Yeah.
Joe Flacco.
Never mind. Good to see DeMar Hamlin doing well. On the football field, too. Obviously, off the football field, everyone's already, that's old news. But on the football field, 3 interceptions, that leads the team. Good to see him doing well. The ball can touch the ground. So long as his forearm's under the ball. Yeah. Forearm under the ball. Right there. It touches the ground. It's allowed to. Is that what you're seeing?
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Poor DeMar.
He's upset. That's all right, man. It's all right. You're still moving on. You're still moving on. It's all right. It's all right.
It's fine.
Still lead the team in picks. You're good. Mitch Trubisky. Mitch Berg. He's out here in the playoffs. Going to help win the playoff game. Mitch Berg. I just got to because he was a horrible backup for you guys.
Yeah, he was.
Mitch Trubisky hands it off. Will be a decent run there. Make about 2nd and 3. About 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go, JB. What's your thoughts on this game? You think Buffalo can win the whole thing?
I mean, if they keep playing like this, definitely. If their defense can actually keep pulling pressure on the quarterback and the way that they just move the ball like willy-nilly against any team, I see them going all the way.
Next week against Baltimore is going to be really interesting. I'm going to say.
Yeah, those read options killed us.
Another handoff. We'll get the first down there, the pushing and shoving. Looks like Denver's kind of giving up. I shouldn't use that wording. They've accepted defeat. They know they're going to lose, obviously. I don't want to say giving up. I mean, the man's taking his... Yeah, they're going to nail it down now. And 3, 2, 1. JB, we are now at the 2-minute warning. While we're at the 2-minute warning, give Denver a grade on their season, my friend.
A B.
Oh, JB being a little harsh. Okay.
It was a little too late for the I would say, yeah, I'll give him a B just for the fact that it was a little too late. They should have gotten a lot higher if they started hot automatically, but it took them way too long to get hot.
Which resulted them as the 7th seed.
Yep.
And I'm going to give Denver an A on the season because no one really expected them to be in the playoffs anyway. So for them to at least get a playoff game, make a playoff appearance. Because if I'm stand corrected, they had the 2nd longest playoff drought in the NFL behind the Jets. So for them to be able to break that, they hadn't played in a playoff game, JB, since Peyton Manning won the Super Bowl against the Panthers.
Mhm.
So for that fan base to get a playoff game again, have a winning season, good coach, young quarterback, I'm gonna give them an A. They're a year ahead of schedule, I think. I expect more things next season.
Yeah. But I have a
With
f
that,
but yeah, I do have a feeling that they're going to it's gonna be a good season next year.
oh yeah. Remember,
Definitely
I
g
said it, JD. Remember when I said Bo Nix is the best quarterback in this draft class?
Mhm.
I said he was over Caleb Williams. I also said he was over Caleb Williams. I'm sticking to my take. I think he'll be better than Jaden Daniels in the long run. They're going to be good in
Yeah,
a couple of years, man.
those 2 are gonna be really good.
Bring the Commanders back to hopefully their Redskin Day glory and the Broncos back to their glory because Orange Crush ain't been too good these last 8-10 years, JB.
Neither has the Steelers.
Ah, yeah, you have. You've made the playoffs. That's why I said tread lightly because Denver hadn't made the playoffs since Peyton Manning's Super Bowl. The Jets ain't
Well,
made the playoffs since Ryan and Mark Sanchez.
I'm just a spoiled person because the Steelers were always in the AFC Championship or the Super Bowl.
I get what you're saying.
Never
Playoffs is not our standard.
never really seen a one and done since yeah.
It's really the first time it's happened ever. Because you're right. Because Green Bay, even our standard's the same thing. Last year we won a playoff game. 3 years ago we were in the NFC Championship game. I mean, I do it again today. Just got to do it again today. We weren't supposed to win last year against Dallas, and we're not supposed to win today.
They're bringing the skibbities. Oh,
The skibbities. What's up with children in the skibbities? I've always heard the
I have
skibbities.
no idea.
You know what skibidi is?
Nope.
Look it up one day. I'm serious. It's really disturbing. All right. And another kneel down from Mitchburg here. 17. I'll do some shaking hands here. All timeouts have been wasted from both teams. And that means next week, Houston travels to Kansas City. The Texans play the Chiefs. And Baltimore Ravens will travel to Buffalo to play the Bills, JB.
2
And it's to be
games.
noted, that's actually all 4 division winners.
Mhm.
It's all 4 division winners. Wow.
what this cheesehead did me, Mom?
I need your help here in a minute.
What's
This will be your job. And one more kneel down. Boom.
my job?
And that, JB,
Whisper.
ends the game. Here, sit down and be quiet. I'll tell you. You know what to do. You got time to like subscribe. So you sit down for a minute.
I did that earlier.
You gotta do it at the end.
Okay.
As the clock runs down, JB, there goes Josh Allen shake hands. And I'm going to put this on because we now are at 28 minutes, JB. 28 minutes until we send Philadelphia home for the season. 28 minutes until Green Bay pulls another upset. JB. 2-1. The game is now final. What's your thoughts, my friend? What do you got for the people? Doing a lot of live streams these days.
Oh man. This game was a blowout, clearly. If like I said, if they keep this up, then yeah, they're gonna I feel like they're gonna win it all. If they keep this up. Defense played phenomenal. Then yeah, and the offense was moving the ball fantastically. Almost every single possession it was a touchdown basically, or a field goal. So if they keep this up, it's gonna be. You can see the Bills winning it all.
If the refs let them. And you know, this game was closer than the score said, I think. I mean, this was a 3-point game at halftime.
Mhm.
So don't let the score fool you. This was a close game until the second half, and then there really was no fun for Denver after that. Successful season for the Broncos. Winner, they really weren't supposed to be here. And again, the Bills, I'm not impressed. I need to see you. I need to see you beat Mahomes. I'm not. I'm sorry. This isn't anything for me. I already knew this. I knew they could beat a borderline playoff team. They
Mhm.
can't beat Mahomes. They beat Mahomes. Josh Allen. Josh Allen will never become total elite status in my eyes until he wins a championship. Same with Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
With that, JB, Packers play in 25 minutes. We got to travel to Philadelphia. I am very confident. I'll be ordering me some DoorDash here soon. And sitting here rocking my cheese head with my scarf while watching this game. We're going to pull the upset. It is playoff time, baby. And until next week, we're going to live stream a game next week.
No. We will not be doing a live stream next week.
That's because you go.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'll be getting
JB.
ready for I would say a 1 week vacation.
In.
Florida.
I'm so freaking jealous. It's so warm down there. It is not warm here. So, JB's celebrating his honeymoon. So, let's get around applause JB celebrating his honeymoon. Everyone knows he's married within the last year recently, and they're finally getting to their honeymoon. So, y'all enjoy that. I might do live. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Either way, I'm doing predictions. Either way.
But yeah, I will try to do some predictions on Facebook, so keep an eye out on that. I may, like I said, I may do, pop in on Facebook or say something. But
You know what? I'll hold you accountable to that Facebook. You're predicting it on Facebook. I'll hold you accountable. Takes 10 seconds to post.
Yep.
I'll hold you to that. So JB will be posting his picks because we don't miss games. So, is it your coat?
Yeah, I'm gonna go outside and play in the snow.
You want to go outside in the snow?
Yeah.
I hope that's a good sign because of the frozen tundra about to play. Speaking of the frozen tundra, until next week, we're up. Got that win today. It's looking really good in the Big Ten right now. Let's go Heat. Seems to be a big clusterfuck off the court, but we're winning games on the court. Tyler Hero should be an all-star. And go Pack, freaking go, baby. Let's bring the Lombardi Trophy home. It is playoff time. Let's get it done.
And the way he's in and that off, I'm gonna be in and off. I'll probably hop in on the live stream if he does something on next Sunday. But let's go Purdue. Like you said, it was a fantastic win this today. Let's go Heat, even though it's a dumpster fire right now. It looks like it's a dumpster fire, but we're still winning games. We're still winning games, so that's always a plus side. And win or lose,
Win or lose.
I'm always going to be a Steelers fan. Ups and downs. So we'll see you all Saturday. We'll post a video on Saturday.
Next week.